So after all the support I got from the Kirito conversion video, thank you guys so much for that support, by the way, it meant a lot to me. I asked you guys on Reddit if I should do conversion videos for both Asuna and for Yuki, and the response from you guys was a resounding yes. Both Asuna and Yuki play very different from Kirito, and I have of course taken some feedback from the previous Kirito conversion video into account, so you can expect a moveset that makes a lot more sense. I chose Asuna first as he's the most likely of the two to make the game, with Yuki coming right after. Well anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, let's hop right into it. Alright, so we're going to start with Asuna's normals here. We're going to start with her 5A and DFCI, which, like Kirito, I expect to be her 4A and BBTAG. This actually reminds me a lot of Weiss's 4A and cross tag, where it's like shorter than her 5A, but is faster. Her 5B is what I expect to be her 5A, which is actually, it's a vertical sword swing, which actually goes a lot farther than 5A, believe it or not. A little misleading. Her 5B and BBTAG is going to be her 5C in this game, which is a long horizontal sword swing that goes really far. Also has really good normals in this game. Anyway, her 5C is going to be her impact break, her 4AB, just like Kirito. Like the rest of the other Night cast and the Ruby cast, they're going to jump forward, and it's going to be safe. Well, safe, it's even. However, they can react to a lot faster. Also, there's J normals like JA, JB, JC. Expect that all to carry over as well. As you can see, even her lows are 2A or 2B. Even her 2C, which is actually 2 hits, and it's actually a sweep, unlike Kirito's. And unique to the Under Night and Degeki cast is that they're going to have the ability to reverse speed. Now, what reverse speeding is that it allows you to cancel a string or any like combo string into a low attack like a 2A. For example, you see people doing like 5A into 2A, which actually just makes my move safe and adds block pressure. In this game, it's going to be Trump-exclusive, but I'm going to give it to them universally in this game. In BBTAG, I mean. Also, this 236 series in this game is called Parallel Splash, where you just kind of thrust your sword at you a couple times. Fun fact, it's actually not quadruple pain as I first thought it was. The look at Mizumi taught me otherwise. And anyways, you guys already know the drill. There's going to be 3 versions of this with A, B, and EX. Admittedly, not much difference between these versions. The only difference is that the EX version kind of knocks you down with the extra hit, so you can like hit them on the ground there. The B version, well, the only real difference between them all 3 is that there's really just the damage difference. You're going to see I do the A version a bit here too afterwards, which is only 3 hits. I think that's going to be Asuna's 5P and BBTAG. So I forgot to mention that in the last video with the assists. So yeah, overall this move, a good pokey tool. It has a surprising amount of range for keeping people out, so fortunately not very safe. So yeah, but overall, very decent move. Asuna's 214 series in this game is called Flashing Penetrator, where she kind of just lunges across the screen at you. Now, of course, the 3 versions, yada yada yada, A, B, and EX. What's cool about the A version is that you can actually feint it. I mean, you don't actually have to launch that at all if you hold the A button down. Now, the B version you saw there could actually be charged. What that does basically gives you full knockdown, so you can actually have advantage on Oki. And the EX gives you the knockdown automatically. And actually, I think will track the opponent if they jump or not. I haven't really gotten a chance to test that. As you can see, I did the B version right there without charging, and it just recovers in the air. So, the B version has a little bit of soul starter, but it's not really safe. The A, B, and EX also have different trajectories, but I think the EX tracking you with B going slightly higher than A. So you'll be surprised if it misses more often than not. Also, the light character actually has an air special in this game, and it's in J236 and Shooting Star, where she just kind of lunges down at you. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this move, as it really does not have much of a use outside of like the B version baiting anti-airs because of the little delay. It's also a combo ender with the EX version. The hitbox is mostly vertical, and of course the EX version also has knockdown, so you can do a little Oki. But yeah, like I said before, I'm not going to spend too much time on this move. You already know the 3 versions of it. Only real good as a combo ender. Like you see a lot of Asuna players, they'll ender combos with this instead of like JC. Or they'll go to like the EX version then to assist because of the knockdown, making it more lenient for combos. Honestly, I would not be surprised if it was also her JC and cross tag instead of her standard JC. Asuna's DP goes by the name of Arrow Penetrator, which is actually, if you look at it, very similar to my Natsume's DP and BBTAG, where they just kind of like arc up and down. I feel like it could be pretty similar to Mai's, where if you only arc up if you press the if you keep like press the DP button once, but if you press it a second time, you actually get the hit on them. Fortunately, there's no more DP assist in BBTAG. There's no more DP assist shenanigans. I feel like this would be another assist that could really take advantage of it. But by itself, though, I'm pretty sure it's a pretty decent anti-air, but the arc can lead to a little inconsistency. But same with Flashing Penetrator. It's actually one of Asuna's main weaknesses, is her anti-air game isn't very good. But yeah, generally, it's pretty decent. Like, even EX, like, canceling after this move is pretty difficult because of how fast they recover. But yeah, like I said, overall, pretty decent. Oh boy, 2 arc DPs like that with my... Oh, dude, this pre-patch would have been insane. Also, this 236 super is Mother's Rosario. And SAL fans, yes, if you recognize that name, it's the same original sword skill that Yuki has that she passed down to her before she died in Season 2. But like the other 236 supers in Dengeki Bunko, it's the more damaging one. And the one you really want to do is at the end of combos for the less damage scaling. However, there's no startup invul, which they're obviously going to give her in BBTAG. And what's cool about this move is that the full motion comes out, even if the original sword swipe whiffs, which is both good and bad. Because if they're not ready for it, it'll hurt. But if they are, then yeah, you're going to get hurt bad. That's really not safe. Also, this 214 super is going to be a bit surprising for you guys. If it's actually going to be her trump card in this game, which is called Wife of Iron Fist. Yes, that is the literal name. Now, if you don't know, in the EFCI, this is how you actually activate her trump card. But we're going to change it a little bit. Well, you know how usually it's, you know, overhead, air unblockable, and you have to block high, and completely safe? We're going to change some of that. First of all, it's going to be a super that gives her the trump capabilities, right? But it's not going to be head involved, no overhead, stuff like that. What we're going to do is factor her potential into it. The last I checked, her potential was that every time she called assists, she would do 10% more damage for 10 seconds. What we're going to do is every time you hit them with the super, with the trump capabilities, you get 10% more damage for 10 seconds. And if you're down, like it also does in a 1v2, it's 15% for 20 seconds. I think that'd be a little clever way to throw her potential into it there as well. As I feel like this also is already going to have reverse speeding anyway, that advantage is already just pretty much gone. And we've got to give her some sort of trump, so yeah, that's the best I can come up with. Also, the Astro finish is Stardust Splash, where she just absolutely destroys you with her sword. Like, I mean destroys you. Again, like Eclipse, a feast for the eyes, right? And of course, being a Rambo super, it is fully invul and can go pretty close to cost screen. It's actually pretty easy to combo into as well. In BBTAG, however, I think you're going to see me do it later, where I'll change the side up to her running across screen to just like, kind of like using Shooting Star, just dashing at you, then doing this. I feel like they'll change the ending of it too, where they'll reference Yuki in some way. Like, the new reference Rosario, which has like Yuki's wings behind her back when she's doing it, similar to like Ordinal Scale, where she did the Rosario gets the incarnation of the Radius. But yeah, hey, at least she actually has one now, right? Well, anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're able to appreciate the mistakes I learned from the Kirito conversion video and try to make Asuna's kid a little more different from his. Asuna herself plays a lot more different from Kirito, and I try to make her kid as unique as possible, especially with the 214 super thing. I also forgot to mention her assist here. I feel like her 4P would just be 2AB, or at least like the first hit of it. Or if you do the second hit, it just bounces them up and down anyway. Her 5P would be Parallel Splash. I feel like she would just run up to you and just Parallel Slash you, similar to Noelle's 5P, where you got like the little bonus hit at the end. And then her 6P is just Shooting Star, which is her 5AB in this game. Or if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like Narukami's 5P in BBTAG, or Lightning Flash, where he just kind of like lunges it close to you at the screen. So yeah, those are Asuna's assists, and that took a really long to make. Up next now for you guys will be the Yuki video, and yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, EVO 2019 right around the corner. Hope you've been watching with me, and yeah, I'm out, guys. See ya.